Martell Holt has finally made the bold decision to walk away from his tumultuous relationship with Arian Curry, also known as Kalo. For years, the public has been kept on edge as their drama unfolded for all to see, filled with secrets, cheating, and embarrassing public moments. But after years of playing the game and enduring the chaos, Martell has reportedly decided that enough is enough. So, why now? What finally caused Martell to step away after all this time? And what are the real reasons behind his decision? More importantly, how is Arian reacting to this shocking turn of events? If you thought that Arian was just going to let Martell go quietly, think again. Arian is not the type to back down easily, especially when it comes to her involvement with Martell. She spent years fighting for his attention, dragging their relationship through the public eye, and now that it seems like Martell is done with her, you can bet that the drama isn't over. In today's video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Martell's decision to finally cut ties with Kalo, the messy reactions from both sides, and what this all means for his future. Let's start by taking a step back and looking at how we even got here. To understand why Martell is walking away now, we need to first understand why he stuck around for so long in the first place. Martell Holt and Arian Curry's relationship has been nothing short of a scandalous spectacle for years. It all started when Martell was still married to his now ex-wife, Melody Sherry. While he portrayed himself as a successful businessman, loving husband and father on Love Marriage Huntsville, behind the scenes, he was living a double life. That's when Arian entered the picture, initially as the secret side chick and eventually becoming the center of a media firestorm that completely overshadowed Martell's marriage and public persona. For years, Martell and Melody's marriage was falling apart, but it officially hit rock bottom when it was revealed that Martell had fathered a child with Arian while still married to Melody. This revelation sent shockwaves through the reality TV world, and it wasn't long before Martell made his choice. He decided to stay with Arian, even after Melody filed for divorce and walked away from the marriage. Martell continued to defend Arian and remained closely involved with her, even though it cost him everything: his marriage, his reputation, his business deals, and much of his public image. Despite all this, their relationship was anything but stable. One minute Arian was blasting Martell online, calling him a narcissist and a liar, and the next they were spotted together, looking like a happy family. It was a toxic cycle that seemed endless. But now, after all the scandals and drama, Martell has reportedly decided that it's time to end it for good. The real question that everyone's asking is, what changed? After all this time, why has Martell suddenly decided to walk away from Arian now? Was it because she was damaging his reputation even further? Did he realize that he needed to distance himself to rebuild his image? Or was there something else at play? From what we're hearing, this breakup wasn't as simple as Martell just waking up one day and realizing that Arian wasn't the one. Oh no, there's a lot more to this story, and it looks like things are about to get even messier. Some sources are hinting that Martell might not be the only one who's moving on. There are rumors swirling that Martell may have already started seeing someone else, and that's part of what finally pushed him to make his exit from his relationship with Arian. Martell has never been one to stay single for long. From Melody to Arian, and possibly other rumored relationships in between, it seems like he always has a backup plan. So, is this just another case of Martell moving on to his next situation? And more importantly, who is the mystery woman that might have played a role in his decision to finally cut ties with Arian? Rumors have been circulating on social media that Martell has been spotted with a high-profile woman who is not involved in the reality TV world, but has some serious connections. Other sources suggest that this new woman is a bit more low-key, but possesses qualities that Arian never had: class, discretion, and a level of sophistication that Martell has been craving. Let's be honest, Martell loves attention, but he also wants control over how he's perceived. Arian, on the other hand, has never been the quiet, behind-the-scenes type. Could it be that Arian's lack of discretion and tendency to run to social media with every grievance eventually cost her the relationship? One of the biggest complaints Martell has allegedly had about Arian over the years is her inability to keep things private. Whenever they had an argument, or whenever she got upset, Arian would take to social media, exposing text messages, spilling secrets, and airing their drama for everyone to see. Y'all probably remember the infamous Instagram Live in 2022, where Arian cried about how Martell had embarrassed her, calling him a narcissist and claiming he was playing her just like he played Melody. This wasn't the only time Arian aired their dirty laundry in public. She has repeatedly shaded Martell online, accusing him of lying, making public accusations about his parenting, and even hinting at knowing secrets that could ruin him. Now, think about it from Martell's perspective. As much as he may have used and manipulated Arian over the years, he still cares about his public image. He loves to control how he's seen by the public, and with Arian constantly running to social media to expose their drama, it became clear that she was doing more harm than good to his reputation. Was it finally enough for Martell? Did he realize that if he ever wanted to rebuild his image, he needed to distance himself from her? Signs that Martell was already checking out of the relationship had been evident even before this latest breakup. Martell had stopped publicly defending Arian, in the same way he used to. Remember when he would go out of his way to shield her from criticism, making it seem like she wasn't the homewrecker that everyone thought she was? Well, those days are long gone. Over the last few months, Martell has been silent when it comes to Arian. No public statements, no defending her, and no more public appearances together. It was almost as if he had completely erased her from his life. If you look at Martell's social media presence lately, you'll notice a significant shift. He's no longer posting about Arian or defending her. Instead, he's focused on talking about business, self-improvement, and spending time with his kids. Could it be that Martell is finally trying to make a change for the better, or is this just part of a bigger plan to rebuild his public image after all the damage he's done over the years? Things are only getting more intense, because Arian is not taking this breakup well. Far from it. Some sources are claiming that Arian is already plotting her next move, and it might involve exposing some of Martell's biggest secrets. Is Arian about to go on a revenge tour to drag Martell down once and for all? Let's rewind a bit. Over the last few months, Arian's frustration has been building, and it's clear that she's feeling betrayed by Martell. She's been hinting online that she knows secrets about him, secrets that could potentially bring him down. Is she bluffing, or does she really have something powerful that could shake up his life? One of the biggest rumors circulating is that Arian knows something about Martell's business dealings that could destroy his reputation even further. She's been posting cryptic messages like, "Some truths are never meant to be exposed, but it's not always up to me." These posts suggest that she might have a bombshell that could expose more than just the affair. Could Arian be planning to reveal Martell's shady business moves? Or perhaps she has proof of something even darker. Secret relationships, hidden debts, or more lies that Martell has been keeping under wraps for years. Arian knows how important Martell's image is to him. For years, he's manipulated situations to make himself look like the victim, but Arian might have the power to expose the truth. She's had enough, and it looks like she might be ready to take him down with her. But could Arian really go that far? One potential bombshell that she could drop involves Martell's parenting. Over the years, Martell has portrayed himself as a devoted father, but Arian has alluded to the fact that he might not be the father figure he claims to be. Could Arian expose the truth about Martell's parenting style, how much time he spends with his children, or things he's done or hasn't done that would make him look like a hypocrite? If Arian really has the receipts, it could completely change the public perception of Martell as the loving family man. The big question here is, what's Arian's motivation? Is she seeking revenge for all the pain and humiliation Martell has caused her? Or could there be something else driving her? Some people speculate that Arian might be looking to cash in on this exposure, whether through a book deal, an interview, or even a media campaign that capitalizes on the drama. Martell has made millions from his public drama, and Arian might be looking to do the same. While revenge and money are likely major factors, let's not forget that Arian has endured years of being treated like an afterthought. She's been publicly humiliated time and time again, and now that Martell is allegedly walking away from her, she might feel that this is her last chance to get something out of the situation. But here's the thing. Even if Arian has the power to expose Martell's secrets, is she willing to risk her own reputation? Could it all backfire on her? One thing is for sure. Arian isn't going to stay silent for long. She's already taken to social media to post cryptic messages and passive-aggressive statements aimed at Martell. The real question is, when will Arian go full throttle with the exposure? Will she wait for the right moment? Or is she going to keep hitting Martell with little jabs until he finally responds? Either way, one thing is clear. Martell may have walked away from Arian, but the drama is far from over. So, what's next? For these two, will Martell go on the defensive and fight back? Or will Arian's revenge expose everything? We're about to find out. As we wait to see how this drama unfolds, the question remains, how will Martell respond to the inevitable fallout from Arian's potential revenge? Martell has always been a master of controlling the narrative, especially when it comes to public perception. Throughout his time on Love Marriage Huntsville, he's navigated scandals by turning himself into the victim, often using his charm and public appearances to paint himself in a more favorable light. But this time, it's different. With Arian actively threatening to expose his deepest secrets, the stakes are much higher. Martell might choose to go on the offensive, trying to discredit Arian and claim she's lying or exaggerating the truth. We've seen him attempt to control situations like this before, so it wouldn't be a surprise if he tried to turn the tables on her. He could go on interviews, post public statements, or even take to social media to counter her accusations. But with his reputation already in tatters from the affair, constant back and forth with Arian, and his previous tumultuous relationship with Melody, the public may not buy it this time. His image may have already suffered too much damage for any comeback attempt to succeed. Another option for Martell is to remain silent, letting Arian's actions speak for themselves. In this case, he might stay quiet, allowing her to continue her public outbursts, hoping the public will turn on her instead. By doing this, he could avoid making things worse for himself and let Arian's actions slowly tarnish her credibility. However, staying silent also means Martell risks losing the opportunity to defend himself if things spiral out of control. Regardless of how Martell handles this situation, it's clear that his relationship with Arian is far from over, even if they've parted ways. Whether through public drama or behind-the-scenes revelations, this saga is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and messy in recent memory. The next few weeks will reveal whether Martell and Arian will find peace or continue the cycle of chaos that has defined their relationship for so long.